Hello and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan. As always, I will be your host. So, this is going to be a start of yet another series that I think is very important to mental health, and I'm going to call it Why Being Gay is So Tiring. Um, and I have quite the lengthy, compulsionally list of notes that I am excited to read. I have five videos planned so far. And this one is just kind of an introduction to the series, an introduction to what we're going to be talking about, and all of that jazz. I'm going to go ahead and give a verbal trigger warning right here. If you are triggered by gayness, by the LGBTQ community, by coming out, by talking about it, by mental health, by anything like that, please click off this video now because I don't want to trigger you. I don't want to make you upset. I'm here so that you have someone to listen to and someone to talk to about your mental health struggles, because I think mental health is so important and is not talked about nearly as much as it should be. So let me go ahead and pull up my notes. Let me turn on my longer screen time. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, I gotta turn off low power mode. Oh, longer screen time. There we go. Oh, there's so many cords on this floor. There we go. I think that there is so much to talk about with this, so let's just jump right into it. There are so many ways people identify today, and so many identities that everyone has. Everyone identifies a different way. Everyone feels a different way. Everyone acts a different way. There's some people who may identify with each other, but there's just so many identities out there. There are introverts and extroverts, people who like to go out, people who prefer to stay in, people who have a small group of friends, people who have a big group of friends. There are party animals, who like to go out, have a good time, live life to the fullest. And then there's those people who are more like bookworms, and I hate that term, who like to, stay inside and read a book, watch a movie, talk or text someone, there are people that you can meet every day and see everywhere, and there's other people that you have to actively seek out. There really is no way in today's day and age you truly can't, nor should you, ever, if you wanted to, please don't, judge a book by their cover anymore, because there are so many things on the pages of that book that you would never know by looking at the cover. There are just so many things you have to look for. The most common debate or identity today is that of people in their sexuality, gender identity, and how they attract and are attracted to others. There are the normals or the defaults, which we will get into another episode about why I hate that so much, which is, um, heterosexuality. I hate that heterosexuality has become the normal, the way to go, I hate that it's become normal to not be hetero. And I hate that that's kind of the way it's always been. Um, you know, there are, then it kind of branches off from there. There are the boys who like boys who identify as gay. There are girls who like girls who identify as lesbian. There are boys and girls who like both boys and girls who identify as bisexual. There are boys and girls who feel they're in the wrong body or want to switch or change genders who identify as transgender. There are boys and girls who don't identify as boys and girls and identify as theys and thems and as non-binary. And there are so many others. Whatever you are, this is a safe space and you are loved. I think what's so frustrating about coming out and about, well, actually we'll get about coming out in another episode, but what is so frustrating about being gay or being bisexual or being transgender is the hiding, the lack of normalcy, and the fact that it's such a big debate in everything, in politics, in school, in religious views, in church, in the workplace, in everything. We've made humongous steps in the last 10 years, but still it's ridiculous that it's still such a problem, It's ridiculous to me that people still have to fight every single day to be this, to be who they are, to love who they want to love, to walk down the street without getting judged and looked at. Um, so um, I personally identify as a man who is gay. I identify as someone who likes and is interested in and wants to date other men and have sex with other men and be with other men. Ironically, though, I'm terrified of men and boys alike. I am terrified to talk to them, terrified to present myself to them, and terrified by the fear of getting rejected. It's so scary to get rejected. It's so scary to be alive in today's age because it's like tiptoeing around every corner as to be careful to not hurt your feelings or get your feelings hurt or reject someone or get rejected yourself. I don't want to hurt anyone and I don't want to make anyone feel rejected, but in that same token, I don't want to get hurt and I don't want to be rejected by anyone. I want to be loved and cherished by someone. I want to know that, and I know that one day I will find someone, and I know that one day I will find someone who loves me as much as I love them. It may be a while, but hey, the first girl that Prince Charming put a slipper on didn't fit, right? He had several ups and downs and had to trek far to find Cinderella. Things don't happen overnight, and that's no accident. And I think that's so true. I think things don't happen overnight, unfortunately, and God, I wish they did. I wish I had a boy right here with me, next to me, cuddling me right now as I was talking about this. I wish I could just kiss and make out with someone until my lips went numb. I wish I could walk down the street with a boy and not feel like everyone's staring at me. And I know there's definitely societies where this is better and worse. And we'll get into that in other episodes. But it's so ridiculous to me that it's constantly a struggle to be accepted and be loved by those who are closest to you, because as those who are closest to you, they should love and cherish you no matter who you are and no matter how you are and no matter how you act and how you feel. And I am so frustrated by that and tired by that, by the stereotypes of coming out and by the stereotypes of just all these different mental health factors that play into this and play into these communities and play into the toxicity of these communities. It's ridiculous. There is no reason that everyone shouldn't just love and respect everyone else and just call it at that. There's no reason we have to make these into giant political religious debates. I don't care what your religion says. You have the freedom to practice your religion, but you don't have the freedom to force it on me. You don't have the freedom to tell me that I'm a sinner because of who I love and what I believe in. You do not have that right, and you will never have that right as long as I'm alive, at least. Or at least I can certainly hope. That's kind of the end of this rant. It's a shorter episode, but it's because it's going to be a series, as you'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. As always, remember that you are loved, you are cherished, and this world would not be the same without you. Please, if you ever feel like you need to talk to someone, you feel like you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to try to end your own life, please call the National Suicide Hotline toll-free at 800-273-8255, 800-273-8255, 800-273-8255. They are available 24 hours a day, and there always is someone to talk to, no matter who you are, no matter what country you're in, there is always someone to talk to. There is no reason you should feel alone and feel like you don't have someone. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, give it a like. Consider subscribing to us. Watch some other of our episodes. We have all different topics, including just fun stories. Give us a follow on Instagram at emotionless.podcast or check out our tweets on Twitter at emotions_podcast. You have a story? Email us emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. Again, that's emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a terrific rest of your day.